most important thing on the start, in my mind, is to make sure you're bringing the boat with you. That the finishes, the athletes hold the finishes and squeeze them, actually complete one stroke before they go to the next one. So rather than talking about hitting a certain stroke rate off the line, I talk more about squeezing and completing strokes, bigger circles around the finish, the first 5 strokes as they get the boat going. Aim to the second rib together so the boat's more likely to be set. Bigger circle with the hands down to help keep the knees down on those first couple strokes so that the boat has a chance to run a little bit or start to move on the start. And just increase the handle speed as the boat starts moving up to speed as the slide gets longer and longer. Yeah, so the one is to give the athletes a chance to be aware of the set of the boat and keeping the blades in on that first stroke, because it's more likely that the rest of the strokes will follow that way if they get the first one done. If they're too hasty, the set will go off, the knees will break early, they'll crash and burn and hit the water and really go nowhere on that first stroke. Everybody squeeze to your ribs. Everyone should have the same finish mark, therefore a set boat. One finish. Remember to swing. Attention, go. Ooh, now that was precision in the Galbraith. So building on that, once you have one, then I talk a lot about being in the moment, and you do the first stroke before you do the second stroke, before you do the third. So by the time we build up to 3 and 5 strokes, I still encourage them to think about the first one as they're doing it and the second one rather than the 5th one when they're sitting at the catch. 3 strokes. All right, just think about prying the boat forward. Mercer, Hahn, there will be no Mercer in your race. Blair, Petty, Maple, attention, go. Squeeze, Taylor, squeeze. Drive up, swing. So it's really just to make them aware of what they're doing, because the start happens so quickly on race day. It's tough to stay focused when you just want to go. So it's really an exercise in helping their execution, and also when you're sitting at a start and you're really nervous and you're just waiting for the flag to go down, you have something to go through in your mind, visualizing how you're going to do it 1 stroke, 2 stroke, how you're going to go through all of that just while you're sitting there. Knees down in general, for my way of thinking, serves a lot of purposes. One is to let the boat run such that it will on a start, or certainly during the body of a race. The other is to keep kids from having the knees come up and bump the handle and smack the water with the blade. Those are probably the 2 primary things. Knees down. You can do a huge swing here. Swing. And reach. Quick legs, parents, keep firing them down. Change quickly together. Here we go, go, go. This is what you like to do, Shelly. Knees down, go. I talk less about knees down in terms of pressure on the feet and the hands. That's a bit more of an advanced concept for the high school age group, I think. Some kids really get that, but mostly they look at me glassy-eyed when I talk like that. So I try to talk in general terms. When I say knees down, it's primarily so that they'll let the boat run, so that they'll swing out of bow together and get a little more reach, and the boat will set for them a little better. I think there's a real eagerness to get to the next catch, to make a boat go fast, rather than letting the boat come to you a little bit, letting it run, and applying all your energy to the drive. In terms of sprinting, effectively getting the boat to move faster, I talk about getting more horizontal with their power application. I talk about relaxing the quads even more, turning the knees around even quicker. Generally, I'll also talk about quicker hands around the finish, just increasing the whole stroke cycle speed. What's the boat doing under you? Is there any way you can let it run more? Yeah, stay out of the way of the boat, keep kicking it along. Horizontal application. Little deep, Erica, horizontal.